I don't know if her band is called Makulaka or whatever, but she does awesome Skyrim music.
Oh, Maluka.
Maluka, yeah.
Yeah,
Maluka,
yeah.
Maluka, hey.
I live and die by Maluka.
So first time I heard that, I was like, damn, that is dope.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me want to join the Imperial side.
Wow.
She's in ESO. She did a lot of the Bard songs that you can hear if you go in a tavern.
If just her doing her YouTube stuff, then yeah, and them finding it, I'm not surprised.
I knew more details about it at some point, but it all happened in 2014.
It was a simpler time in 2014.
It was.
Well, they didn't have an apocalypse going on then.
Well, we did have 2012.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
That was a typo.
It's just they were millennia ahead of their calendar. They're not going to finish it.
Okay, it's a good stopping point. No one will think something ominous with it.
We'll pick it up later.
Well, were we gonna get to the calendar? Yeah, but these nice Spaniard guys showed up, so let's see what they're about.
Ren, that's amazing.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I mean, Aaron deserves it.
It's so true.
What are we looking at?
Yes. So, it's been like a month. How is everybody doing?
All right.
Good. Census work is a hell of a time.
Keep filling that board, boy.
Well, I mean...
Frost, no.
It's too late.
No one wants to answer their doors. No one trusts government workers. They're all just like, get off my property right now.
But you're not paid by the quota though, right?
No.
It's all hourly. That's good.
Yeah, there's at least that. And I'm paid for
Swear to God,
miles
if you say
driven.
hazard pay. Oh, okay.
It should be hazard pay.
It should be.
Oh shit! Ongren broke the 100 mark apparently.
What?
From yesterday's game, Frost's character broke 100 HP.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Wow.
Level 8, 100. Let's go.
That's pretty badass.
That's a lot of HP.
That's so much.
My half-orc tanky boy.
So much health. I mean, he's gonna need it. We're about to punch Strahd in the dick.
It's
I
true.
mean, Strahd's just gonna punch me in the dick 10 times, and then he dies again. Like, please, just tell him to stop.
No, you're definitely gonna punch him in the dick. The dick's just rock hard, so you might
I
hurt yourself.
need full play, please. I need something. I only have coverage up top.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Tiva, how's it going?
No, it's going alright.
Good, good. Shay, I already know how you're doing. I lived with you. Frost, we talked yesterday, but we'll just pretend like the people watching don't know that. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
How are you doing, Ren?
I'm tired. I went to lay down for a nap, and it was one of those where it was like, this just made me sleepier. Why did I do this?
Gross.
Oh, know that feel. Big gross.
You know what helps? Just rinse your hands underwater and sprinkle it on your face.
I'm making a sprinkling gesture.
Gestures don't work.
I mean, yeah.
Sometimes they do. They have to be genuine gestures and not just. Ark is just showering me with random bits.
Yeah,
What is this? Feed the beholder.
exactly.
Okay.
I can actually try to do that.
Alright, so, hey everybody. Who wants to give our totally dramatic and not heckling recap of the last time we played? I know it's
Gabe
kind of-
died.
No.
Over.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Recount ended.
I thought you were volunteering me for it again, and I was like, no, not again.
Last time, the party delved deep into a tunnel that led for what seemed like miles. A tunnel that
No
was...
way. That was like 2 miles.
Huh? It was like 2 miles. That seemed like a couple miles. My statement stands. It is still Pearl.
It is still miles, yes.
It is still miles.
Yeah.
Upon reaching the end, we found a number of cages and blood smears, with the sound of people on the other side of the door, and a figure locked in one of the cages, but not really trapped there, since she can just walk right through bars. Upon letting her out, it turns out that she was a vampire, and Azathoth, not liking that she was a vampire, tried to torture her to death. But she wasn't just a vampire, but an extra strong vampire, and promptly slew him in one nibble.
True.
And
It's
then
true.
then we all freaked out and retreated.
Was it
Uh,
really a retreat, or was it just a shameful withdrawal?
Yeah, because then she like
I just
turned
know
into
retreating
a bat.
is.
Didn't she like turn into a bat and like fuck off from the way we came?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Wow,
yep.
Ark, you really did fill the cup.
Told you I would. I don't fuck around.
Now get the Inquisition going.
It's not the Inquisition. That's
No.
channel points.
No. Get on the
Facts right
Inquisition
for us.
train. Multi-class and the cleric. Let's do it.
Multi-class and declared. Yeah, so the Inquisition challenge is at 68%. There's 11 days to go before the second Inquisition shows up, guys. Totally help fill that bar with your channel points.
What is this?
For
on
Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. It was just a little fun challenge to get the Second Inquisition to show up a little bit sooner, because players definitely openly breached the Masquerade in the city, and so it was just a matter of time
It was not my fault.
before things happened, and so this was like, oh hey, that could be a fun thing, and so Frost has been helping push that forward. I think he makes up about 50% of that.
16,000 points.
It's about.
Out of the 50,000, it's at 34,000.
Hey, Ren.
You don't have D&D Beyond for these sheets.
Okay. I just didn't know if you wanted to disable it or not.
Nope, it's fine. But yeah, so that... Did I not tell the music to keep playing? I don't think I told the music to keep playing. It's been like a month since we played this. You'll have to forgive me. Let's
Yeah,
keep
it's
our
been a while.
keep our spooky ambience going. There it is. So, we aren't going to fast forward out of the village of Nyx, because there were some desire to make sure that our poor dead boy Azathoth is properly given a... given a proper send-off before departing the town. And so we'll pick up there. The three of you managed to drag his body out of the passageway into the abandoned butcher shop. The area is still cold with the fallen snow of winter, but there's no signs of anything dangerous here. It's late afternoon, lightly shaded. Signs of the vampire are having passed through this area or hiding somewhere in the area. We're not clear when your elf friend had started to look around to try and find her, but you have no fear of stepping out into the late afternoon sunlight to make sure that Azathoth is taken care of. How do you all go about dealing with his body?
Okay. First thing, going back to the tavern.
Yes.
I will follow Raverick.
I will tail behind, but I'm keeping an eye on the building.
And so back to the tavern you go. You see that the two wagons are making preparations to leave. And they kind of notice and look at you all with the kind of quiet, respectful regard of folks who immediately recognize the situation for what it is as you come carrying out his body. Turok was your companion, right? For Az?
It was
Sergey?
Sergey,
Sergey.
excuse me. Turok is Shay's. Sergey was busy hitching up the main wagon when he notices, and his expression darkens a bit, his face sours, and he walks over to you all and he says, "What happened?"
There was a vampire. We need to prepare a pyre. Quickly.
His face twists into disgust and he says, Here I thought cannibals was the worst of our trouble. Pyre. Right. We'll do what we can for him. Burial will only turn him to one of the undead.
Yes. We
That's
must
the
bury the
thing.
body.
What'd you say, Ark?
That's a thing.
It is. One bitten by a vampire, if left to the earth, will rise as a vampire within a day's time after being slain.
Time
Fires.
is not on our side. That being said, I worry about the fortifications here. The one we encountered, she was a noble creature from the lands. He bore a name and a title. Let me just open my notes again, because it's been a month.
Lady Terrastone.
Yes, Tearstone. Terrastone.
I know the name.
Well, apparently Azathoth knew it as well. He attempted to slay the beast, but Bork will just kind of trail off with a narrow look before
Foolish,
she.
but brave. It's beyond your abilities now to think to do something like that. But commendable. Wish to strike down evil. I should have been with you all. Would have stood a better chance.
Well, you may still get your chance. It seems that the creature managed to escape the form of a bat. I do not imagine it will risk the sunset. Will surely be nearby come sundown.
I'm just looking away, like I'm ashamed.
We need to burn the body. Shore up our resources. I don't know if it's wise to attempt to travel through the night. I'm not sure of the capabilities of this creature. It was fast, but not sure if it would be able to catch horse-drawn carriage or not. What do you know of these vampires? You said you knew this name.
The order we come from, we hunt vampires. I alone am probably not enough to truly defeat this Terroristo. She's a noble of some power and influence. It would be dangerous to force a confrontation here. But
I'm inclined to begrudgingly agree.
But if we put enough distance between us with the wagons, we may stand a chance of reaching Fallow Heart.
So your recommendation is to ride through the night then?
Better that than risk a vampire and the gnolls returning.
Very well. We will lay Azathoth to rest, burn the body, complete the ceremony, and make our way towards Fellowheart. Is everyone here capable of travel? What of the boy and his father?
They are. The father's injuries have been tended to. He'll ride with the bards.
So be it then. Fortunately, we'll be a man down for our protection. Let's be quick.
Now, Rourke's gonna help this big old half-orc fella, just make a pyre to burn this shit out of this here corpse.
I'm going to take out my lute and play a funeral tune.
I'll assist with the fire.
You find your bagpipes and start up some Danny Boy.
I don't have bagpipes,
You
unfortunately.
find your bagpipes and start up Danny Boy.
No. We all know the tune he plays.
It's true. But just for the rest of the class, go ahead and say what it is.
Hold on.
I already know what it is.
Yeah, we already know the tune he plays.
Yep.
That's the one.
Yep. But yeah, so while the pyre's being built, Revorik will alleviate Azathel of his equipment, save for his holy symbol, and if he has a copy of the religious texts, he will leave those with Azathel's body.
And per tradition, all of his belongings are burned, including the things that you wanted. No, I'm kidding.
That is far too destructive for such a dark setting. Absolutely not.
That's fair.
Revorik will also take the death mask.
You finally see his horrific face.
I've seen his face, but we've seen his face multiple times. We know what he looks like. Sad and also dead.
He wasn't a human, but a gnoll this whole time.
Checks makes so much sense.
Hey, what does that mean?
Shut up, you're dead.
It makes so much sense.
Whatever I was about to say doesn't matter.
Turns out
Well, that explains why I was chasing the ball around.
Turns out the vampirism was faster than you thought, and he reaches out and bites Raverick.
Good luck. That's gonna suck. Imagine.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Vampire Dragonborn. Okay. Anyway, once the pyre is ready, we're going Viking funeral style for this, because there is just, I'm sure, plenty of planks and shit around this partially destroyed village.
Yeah, you easily find enough ruined shit. You could probably even just take the furniture from the destroyed tavern and start piling it up to make a large enough fire to make sure that his body burns. But, because I'm a man who likes chances for shenanigans, why don't you roll me the survival and see how well you build this pyre?
Fuck you. Okay.
I'll assist.
Listen, the chance of him
No,
coming,
no, no.
chance of him
No,
coming
no,
back
no,
as an
no.
antagonist.
Literally, do you have it? I have killed so many people with fucking lightning breath. You're about to tell me I don't know how to light a fire? All right, fine, sure. Survival check. There you go. 23. Fuck off. Never look at me again, you son of a bitch. Let me have the stupid sad roleplay moment. God damn it.
I saw the second roll first, and I was so happy.
My mouse is kind of janky and broken, so it double clicks sometimes.
You're
so.
fine. You're fine. No, it's so much better that it's a nat 20.
Fucking. It's a very nice and reverent pyre. Leave me alone.
It's a very respectable pyre, one that would make the gods weep if they were still here or cared about you all. Gotta reestablish that grim setting.
Yeah, the gods are not present. Hold on. I have a thing. Where is it? Sorry, please continue.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do something. That's why I was holding.
I mean, yeah, but I realize you're probably giving a description of something important.
I wasn't. So if you had a thing, go for it.
Okay, cool. Let me open the thing because my stupid janky mouse. I fucking hit minimize, which also closed the window directly behind it.
Don't worry about that. It won't
Shut up.
happen.
I don't know. I'm ignoring you deliberately and your hate-filled private messages to me.
You're dead. You don't get to talk.
See, it is as I said.
Where to go? I'm on Avatar of Slaughter. I need to go way farther up.
Oh, interesting.
Here we go. Okay. Right. So, as we fucking make the really nice pyre, we set Skinny Boy down on top of it. I put his holy book on his under one hand and his holy symbol kind of, just around his neck. Look him over. Just kind of give a nod. Take a step back with a torch. Bring it down to the base. And let it start taking. And, just take a step back. Life. Evil ways, Moriel. Self-sacrifice. So too then is it fitting we honor his sacrifice so that we may live. The Arch-Seraphs are many, powerful. Justice will be served. The follower of Moriel has fallen. Somalia demands justice from the dead. Rest peacefully, brother. You will be avenged.
In the time that we were setting up the pyre, would I have been able to scavenge seed from a tree?
Would you like to scavenge seed from a tree?
Yes.
Please make the survival. Alright, let's get these nat 20s out of the way now. Yeah, you find a pine cone.
I will scatter the seeds on the ground near the pyre as part of that.
And so you do.
Rovorik's just gonna watch and make sure that the body is, like, actually catches and starts to burn. And once that begins to take, and it's apparent that the corpse is actually going to start burning down, he'll take Azathel's things, toss them into the carriage, keep the death mask, hang it from his belt just beside his holy book. We should move. Time is not on our side.
Stefan, what have you been doing this whole time?
Playing music and respect.
He's sad vibing.
Give me that Danny Boy performance.
If you play
23.
Way to break the trend without getting a nat 20, nerd. It's not as good as you hope. No, it's okay. It's a good performance.
Guess we know who really didn't love Azathel.
You know?
Oh.
Jeez, the least you could have done was actually make a good song.
I mean, geez, I'm trying, okay?
It's just hard to vibe through the tears.
Don't listen to him, Anime Protag. I still love you.
There you go, Anime Protag. You got your romance option. Who's gonna either die horribly or kill you in the climax of the scene.
Why not both?
I mean, with her track record?
Definitely both.
As we're getting ready to leave, I'm gonna take a look at the butcher shop again, and I want to make sure there's no shadows peering back at us.
You don't find anything. But you all pack up and start to hit the road. It is an uneventful, hasty ride. Making your way through the snowy trails. The cold afternoon shifts into an even colder evening. And you press on well through the night. Is anybody taking watch during
Definitely.
the ride? And is anybody resting while making the trip?
I am going to keep an eye out because I am jumpy as fuck right now.
Yeah, big same.
I'll take a watch too and do my trance for 4 hours.
Okay.
So yeah, it sounds like all of us are going to take a turn watching.
Alrighty. Let me have a round of perceptions, please.
Perception? Oh no, I'm not good at that one.
Same. But hey.
Alright, there we go. High five.
Respectable numbers. Alright. You each take a turn keeping watch as the wagon drives on, even giving Sergei time to rest after a brief pit stop. But you all press through the night, and before long the daylight hours start to break and the sun rises over a much clearer sky on this next day. The snow is still heavy on the ground, and the wagon doesn't have any trouble rolling through this road that has been cleared from usage more than an actual like public works of keeping snow off of it. But before long, you cross over a rickety old bridge that marks the wind of the river just before getting into Fallowheart proper, and you start to see farmlands and cleared areas, and eventually the outline of another walled-off city, a walled-off town, much larger than the village of Nyx, both in perimeter and the size of the buildings. This town, God, I have to stop saying that. This town has the luxury and resources to be able to afford stone walls instead of the wooden parapets of Nyx, and the walls go quite high, affording the area a much more secure level of protection. Several watchtowers posted here and there as well around the perimeter, keeping it clear. And as the two carriages approach, there is a sign of what looks like an attack that had happened, but had easily been repelled from the strength of stone walls and the courage of men being able to repel. But there is clear signs of fire damage against the exterior of the walls, or burned corpses piled up into large heaps around the road leading up to the main gates.
This place is in trouble with meat flows here.
Everyone's in trouble in this place. Seems they're holding for now. Are there any guards?
Mm-hmm. Yep. As the carriage pulls closer, you see that the sentries posted up on the parapets make notice of you and call out a signal, and the large wooden, reinforced with iron doors start to pull back and open, and 4 guards step out, weapons up against their shoulders, more in the ready position and not so much in the threatening. But they look and they say, "Travelers, we haven't seen anybody friendly for quite some time."
Yes, we have with us a caravan of minstrels. That's what we got, right? Bunch of bards.
A
and
traveling troupe.
Yeah.
Troop of
And the
minstrels.
survivors of Nyx.
Nyx, that's not good. Heard there was some problems going on. Didn't think it was so bad. Come inside and tell us what you know.
We go inside.
Yep. And so the wagons start to move in, and the gates close behind you. The guards filing in close behind, and there is an easy enough way to get in and situate yourselves. You can pull the wagons off to the side, and there are stable hands there to help unhitch the horses from them and start helping you all get unpacked. Stefan, your troop handle their own, not really wanting to have to pay anybody to take care of their stuff because your troop master is stingy. But he says
I am the help.
Yeah, you are the help, but he doesn't want to pay you either. But they say that they've got it under control, that you all should go on ahead and let them know what's been going on. And I, of course, lost my generator that I had purposely pulled aside and had left some village information open, and now it is gone. So give me 1 second and I'll find it again, because it was really helpful and it had cool stuff on it. There we go, town generator. What's the point of having a generator if it doesn't want to stay open? Not a very cool tavern name. I don't like it. Nah. Nice, I like that one. Okay. So they give you the time to like unpack and get yourselves situated, but where do you guys go from here?
Well, the guards said they wanted to talk to us, right?
The guard said you should go report in what happened. Not necessarily that they were going to take you for questioning.
Got it.
Where would we do that?
Before we leave those guards, I'm gonna ask the ones here. Has anyone else from Nyx come through?
Can't say that we've seen anybody coming through besides the gnolls for at least several days. Okay.
Is that what they're called?
The hyena people, yes. They're gnolls. Is what the scholars call them.
Alright.
So, where did you want us to report in? Which building?
You'll want to report to... Doesn't give me a name of a person in charge. What the hell?
Steve.
What?
Steve.
Steve? No. Steve Johnson is a god who abandoned you.
Oh no, you're right.
Of course I'm right. You'll want to see... let me find just an NPC generator since it didn't give me a leader for this town. Loop. You'll want to see the mayor. Mayor Migletti. Igden Migletti.
Okay, go ahead and spell that big guy.
Nope. Sound it out. I love
Fuck you.
I love these generators. Igden Migletti.
Okay, and he is the mayor of Fellowheart.
Yep.
All right. Before the guards leave, Vorkal, speak up. Tell me, I'm also here to connect with a Byron Nordris, a priest of the Art Seraphs. Do you know where I might find him, or the chapel here?
Yes, as a matter of fact, this is one that is on here. Or was it on the other generator that I just got rid of? Yes, the temple is not far. If you head to the middle of the town, you'll see it. We have quite a elaborate temple built and dedicated to the Seraphs. They actually care about what happens to the people of this land.
Thank you very much for your time. Vorkal, look to the other two and give them a nod. We must speak with the priests after we convene with this Mayor Igden.
Oh, okay.
It's Mayor Migletti, sir.
Yeah, whatever.
You don't call Mayor Cheeseburger bacon.
Should one of us
Mayor
secure,
Bacon, though? Yes.
Should one of us secure some rooms?
Rooms?
I assume we're staying here.
It may not be necessary. If I can convene with Father Byron, we will have sanctuary within the church. Unless, of course, that is unfavorable to you.
Is it?
No.
Very well, then. Let us make haste. It has been a long night.
And so you head off. You make your way, moving through the city. You see that Fallowheart is actually a pretty well-off city. A lot of the buildings are built in a more townhouse style, where they go up 3 or 4 stories and built so that they can accommodate multiple families living within each tier of this structure. They're not super packed together, and the roads are clearly designed with a grid-like intent. The building's well maintained. There are a few avenues that lead to like gardens or a fountain. Overall, compared to what you saw in Nyx, this place is in a much better position, nestled under the shadows of the mountains of the Gray Spine. Probably makes a great deal of money off of the lumber and fishing and even the mining that happens in the nearby regions. You pass by a number of buildings. There is a sign for a blacksmith called the Banded Grindstone. There's also the tavern. Its own sign just reads Catherine's Inn. And eventually you find a large building that is marked for what would be the council building for all the village elders and the mayor who would reside over everything. But you see a man standing outside of it. A guard is speaking to him, having run on ahead to let you know that they were coming. And you end up seeing Mayor Igden Migletti. Igden is a very fat man who wears a faded coat and loose pants complete with a small hat. He has blonde hair that is matted, messy, and big. He has thin eyebrows that rest above beady amber eyes.
Is he human?
No, in fact, he is a gnome.
Ah, I see. Then I guess we will, once he's done speaking, we will approach.
So you do. And he looks up at you, having situated himself on like some steps to give himself a bit more stature when speaking to the guard. But he says, "Ah, good. So you've arrived from Nyx, I hear."
Yes, that was not our initial point of origin,
No,
but we did indeed make our way through there.
no, I heard you were bringing our wayward minstrels, the bar troupe that is late for their performance now. I'm sure I won't have to deduct it from their pay that they did not arrive on time.
Well, be that as it may, we got hung up in Nyx given the chaos of things. The majority of the village was wiped out. Only 2 survivors.
Unfortunate. No doubt the leftovers of the same Knoll band that tried their luck with our city. They did not fare well against stone and arrows.
Yes, these Knoll creatures, this organization, very strange. We have much to discuss, much information that you would be behooved to listen to if you have the time.
I do. Anything that can help illuminate what this invasion of the Knolls means will be helpful. Come, inside. We can discuss over tea.
Following him.
We follow.
And he takes you all inside, and you see that the council building is nicely maintained as well. There's a seating area for guests and dignitaries to relax and get comfortable in. And sure enough, a clerk eventually brings you tea, and he says, "You're not the only ones to have arrived here, bearing ill news about the Knolls. There are others who have seen and dealt with these problems. I've had them seated and waiting for some time, and because I have no better way to introduce the two of you, Haldor and Gren, you have been seated in this waiting room while the mayor had stepped out to receive this message from a guardsman that had taken a little bit longer because now he is ushering in 3 new guests. So, for the sake of this, why don't we start with Gren? Tell us what your character looks like.
So I'm fairly young, like early 20s, is in very nice, like dark blue, almost black vestments. And he's got these very nice gloves on his hands, and he's just kind of working his thumbs back and forth like he can't keep his hands still. Very long black hair, it's been tied back to keep most of it out of his face. And he doesn't look like he gets a lot of sun.
And how about Haldor?
So Haldor is what appears to be even just sitting down, it's obvious that he's tall. He bears armor, and he looks like a human. And he has a hood, but he has it pulled down right now. He has no hair upon his head, save for some stubble, light stubble. And on his, what is probably most notable from close range is on his forehead, on the in the center of it, is what looks to be some sort of ritual scarring depicting a sword over an anvil. For protection, it seems like he wears chainmail and a shield, and seated next to him, leaning against the chair, is a heavy warhammer. And from his waist is hanging the holy symbol of Imperius, if anyone can recognize it.
Motherfucker, you know I do.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone can recognize it.
But do I?
But does you? Yes, in fact you do.
Oh.
These two have been brought in as advisories on what has been going on as well. I hope you don't mind that they're sitting in and may be able to offer assistance for your eventual endeavors going forward. Please sit, become acquainted with one another.
I'll sit down and I'll just start with the walls of Nyx didn't fall. The gates were opened from the inside.
Yeah, there was a cult there.
Indeed. I'll produce the notebook.
Stefan will also sit down.
Yeah, the journal. Revoric will stand.
Has a strange man opened up a butchery recently?
No, not many newcomers, but population censuses only go out once a year here. And even a town such as this, those who arrive recently don't escape notice for long. Might be worth checking in at the tavern to see if any new faces arrived.
Indeed. It is unlikely this individual utilized the same name, but previously they were known as Fourth Wind Wheatloaf. Wheatflow.
Well, if he was a wheat loaf, that would just be bread, wouldn't it?
Indeed.
Not much of a butcher, then. More of a baker. I'm
So the
sorry,
people
this
of
gallows
the-
humor is inappropriate.
The people of the village didn't end up calling him Meat Throw.
Ah, see, that's far better.
Indeed. That being said, there were tunnels beneath the village itself that seemed to lead to some sort of structure. We lacked the numbers and capabilities to properly explore it, suss it out, but it seemed like some sort of base of operations, perhaps a holding cell, ritual chamber of some kind for this cult.
How far were you able to deal with that problem?
A few miles outside of Nix, there is a hidden door within the butchery of this wheat flow. Goes right to it.
Were you able to deal with the infestation, as it were?
No. Unfortunately, there was a unforeseen complication. A vampire slew one of my compatriots, one of our companions. And I feared, both with our exhaustion and with the dwindling number, our capability to be able to appropriately dismantle such a fortified location.
Probably best then. Well, no matter. It is good you came when you did. If you had arrived any sooner, I fear you would have been stuck outside the walls with what remained of the Knoll horde while they were trying to attack us. May not have fended well for you.
Perhaps. We have had many encounters with these creatures in the past at this point, over the past several nights. They seem plentiful in number. Do you know where they spawn?
No, but they attacked us from the south and they were driven back that way before your arrival. They saw that we were not an easy nut to crack, and so they weren't going to get any sort of meals from us within the city. I've heard reports of the outlying farmhouses that weren't able to evacuate on a timely manner were not so lucky, but those who were able to get inside knew the safety and comfort of the walls.
That is unfortunate, but at least you are fortified for now. I would recommend moving forward that you take careful and close stock of people who attempt to seek refuge within your walls. It seems that these cultists like to weed their way into the population slowly over time.
Yes, we'll be more cautious of those who come to the village now, excluding you all, of course.
And he gives a slight smile.
Our first encounter, we saw a four-legged beast turn into one of those.
Troubling. Well, we're not about to go around murdering cats. That's how you get plagues.
No, it was about the size of a wolf, but stranger, different. It's very difficult to describe.
Hyenas. I've seen them before. South. Not here.
Great to know that you the name of creatures. Okay. Apparently they're called hyenas then.
Sorry, I thought I established that I recognized hyenas, but not gnolls.
Nope, people had tried to figure out what they were and nobody rolled it, but it's fine now.
Rivark will just kind of shrug a bit and continue.
There's one more possible warning sign of these cultists that you should keep a particular eye out for. Foul-tasting meat. Seems part of this ritual or what have you that these dark fiends seem to undertake before allowing villages and towns to be taken. They will abduct one or more people, grind them down, and feed them to the population.
Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Well,
That is horrifying.
That's not the voice I expected for that tall man.
I do declare, Mr. Beauregard.
oh my, that's just totally terrible.
Revork will nod to the human, yeah,
You.
and give a nod.
It is some sort of cannibal cult that follows a deep lord. Wait, let me scroll back up. Yes, yes. Yes, Gorblaze. The Gorblaze Overlord. Gluttonous demon. From what our previous companion was able to discern from his notes.
Do I know anything about that?
You may make a religion.
Okay.
This is your defining moment.
It's a 14. It's not much of a defining moment.
Yeah, you are inferior in every way.
You know,
It's a 14, so you are familiar with the names of archfiends. The Gorblaze Overlord is familiar. You are able to parse that its name is Seldweeks. And yes, it is a creature of gluttony and disease. Outside of that, you don't know much.
Okay.
Does our other silent cleric want to take a stab at it too?
Yeah. I was like, wait, do I even have that skill? That'd be terrible if I did.
Oh my
you're
God.
the worst cleric.
oh,
21.
All
Yeah,
right, there you
gamer.
go. There you go.
All right. Yeah. Same thing that we filled in for cleric number 2, cleric number 3. You know all of this information, but you also know that Seldweeks does encourage its cultists and participants to go out and commit acts of cannibalism and other awful, nefarious things involving the eating of flesh and the raiding of villages and what have you.
Okay.
It's a very bad dude in a very bad time.
He's not good, is what you're saying.
Yes. It's very not good.
Well, I did have one more thing since you've all arrived and seem to be knowing what's going on.
Yes?
Sorry, no mishpause for dramatic effect.
Of course.
We recently captured someone. We suspect they know more than they're letting on. Perhaps you might be able to extract information from them to better help our cause.
Before it kind of straightens a bit, there's just this very, very subtle pop as he just clenches his fists at his side, just real tight.
I could perhaps be of assistance, yes.
Good. We're keeping them down in the barracks, prison hold, or not prison.
What do you call like holding cells for like a smaller
Dungeons?
settlement? Yeah,
I mean, just holding cells also works.
Trapped in the dungeon holding cells below the barracks. We caught them sniffing around the perimeter before the Knoll attacks had begun.
Very well. I will speak with them soon, then. I have someone I must speak with for Father Byron Nordress.
Yeah, sorry, yawn. Yes, very good. You come back to me at any time that you wish to. And I can make arrangements for you to see them.
Perhaps in the morning, then. Because it's like late, right?
No, it's morning. You guys rode.
Oh,
through
it's
the night.
morning.
Yeah, you rode.
Oh.
You rode through the night.
Okay.
Took turns.
Then,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Rourke will just kind of nod, then say, very well. I will return in the next few hours after I reconvene the church. And he kind of looks to Stefan. Tarme, there we go.
Very good. Take these two with you. They have not had much to do with their own time. We might be helpful in whatever your endeavors are.
Rourke will just kind of give them both an appraising look and then nod. Looked at Stefan and Tarme.
Nah, we don't need them. Come back with new adventurers.
Yeah, just kind of just quietly getting, seeing if they're down to clown and party town with these noobs.
Mm-hmm.
I just give a slight nod. That's fine.
You'll have been begrudgingly accepted.
Very well then. It seems we may be working together. Rourke will step forward and offer out a hand to the twink first.
He'll stand up slowly and take the hand, just give it a shake as he sees the, big size difference between a dragonborn and him.
Wow, he just accepted that role thrust upon him.
He is a small. He's very tall, but very in nothing else. Okay?
He's very lithe, very very.
He will cartwheel kick your face with his terrible dexterity.
Hell yeah. Rourke
He's just
will
rocking
shake
a
his hand
fishnet shirt.
and just say, I am Rourke Noraxis.
Gren Beowulf.
Well met.
A pleasure.
And you?
When Vorg steps over, I assume that Gren and Haldor are next to each other, right? Or sitting down next to each other?
Standing up.
Oh, okay. I thought we were sitting down.
You were, but they stood.
Ah, okay. Then when Revorg walks over to Haldor, he'll stand up and reach out to shake the hand. Haldor Grimson.
Well met.
Indeed.
Tell me, have either of you seen combat before?
Oh yes.
Yes, I have.
It doesn't look it, and he kind of motions to the the nice little elegant vestments he has on. I work as a surgeon mostly, but I've sort of conscripted myself to help out when I can.
Good. Fortunately, such skill sets acquired.
I'm Stefan Honnelly.
It's a pleasure.
Okay. I'm Tomei.
Nod toward them. Kind of. As Haldor had been appraised, he was also appraising them to kind of get a gauge of them and their skill sets, at least of what he could discern from looking at them. Then he's gonna reach down, pick up his warhammer, and his shields are on his back. Seems we have places to be. Shall we get going?
Vork silently approves of Warhammer and Shield, as he is also a Warhammer and Shield.
Haldor
Yes.
noted.
They match.
You shield fist bump each other.
Bonk gang.
Alright, to put my naivety to rest, I thought I did this before when it first happened, but I guess not. Do I know what hyenas are?
It's too late. You already said it.
I mean,
No, I said retcon.
it was already said.
I want to
And
do it right.
it's already said, and we all know that I do not allow retcons. But you are like hyenas, and now that you've rolled it to know what hyenas are, you are like, where the fuck did I make that name up from? But apparently it was right, so we're just gonna go with that.
They're gonna be known in the Northeast as hyenas. They're actually like Jabberwockies or some shit.
Oh shit,
Now Rin's got to change the name of this actual animal.
guys!
The
they-
whole fourth chapter
I'm
is
gonna be
ruined.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. They were blink dogs the whole time, but now they're hyenas.
Yo, Blink,
Now that-
Blink
now that
dogs
Blink-
ain't nothing to fuck with.
Blink hyenas
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Oh, man.
But
laughing at you everywhere.
No, wait, hold on. If like the fucked up monster cats are displacer beasts and the fucked up dogs are blink dogs, we need to think of something cool to put in front of hyenas to make it the same thing. What?
Laugh dogs.
Cackle hounds.
Translocation hyenas.
Jump dogs.
Jump dogs.
clowns.
Clowns.
Dissipation
hyenas.
dogs.
You can't call them dogs. They're not dogs.
I like clown hounds, actually.
Clown hounds.
Clown hounds,
Clown
that's
hounds
good.
isn't bad. You don't hear their baying cackle anymore. You just hear the honk of rubber noses.
No.
They get
Jiggling,
so
like
neat
jingling
drive
shoes.
giant clown car.
Perfect.
Now we know where they're coming from. They're just all in one room in a cave.
It was fucking Stefan's troop the whole time.
Did you not know Stefan was a traitor cultist the whole time?
Can't
Wonder
prove
why
it.
he eats meat so much. I haven't seen him eat a vegetable yet.
It's true.
Can't
Eat
prove
this
it.
broccoli, Stefan. Eat it right now. Without cheese.
Did you
Without
do that?
cheese?
Without cheese?
Without cheese.
I mean, I'll eat just straight broccoli. There. But broccoli and cheese is a good combo.
I make a sleight of hand to pretend like I eat it, but I actually throw it behind myself.
you
drops
you
it
do
in the
that thing
plant.
you do to babies where you're just like, num num num.
Exactly.
So good.
He just tucks it behind himself in a potted plant.
Also, Raverick, was your bio stuff always blank?
Revork's bio? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I looked
Oh,
at
do you want me to put that stuff that I sent you in?
No,
there?
no.
Here.
I was just looking at it for reference, and I saw that it was blank, and I wasn't sure if Roll20 was glitching out or not.
Yeah, no, I almost never I almost never fill out the character sheet stuff because I just keep an active Google document.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't glitching out because it has deleted people's stuff in the past.
Yeah, I did go ahead and slap down the two bios for the character connections in my thing.
In your thing.
Okay, cool. Well then, in that case, I guess since everybody's standing up, that means we're leaving.
Alrighty. And you're heading over to the temple?
Hell yeah.
Ren will tell him that they have to go get something real quick while they're gone. He's like, I got here first, so I put all of my stuff away in my room.
You have a room?
Well,
By all
yeah.
means, collect
Just-
whatever it is you feel you need.
Give a quick nod. Just a moment, and they'll run off.
Reverick,
Yes.
I had a favor to ask.
All right.
You seem to be a good warrior fighter. I was wondering if you'd be willing to spar with me while we're in town. That way I may improve.
Well, you seem to do quite well already, but sure, why not? Is there anything you're wishing to learn or improve upon?
I mean, I don't know what I don't know.
Fair enough. Well, take some time to consider it. You wield that blade there, yes? A rapier?
Yes.
Very well. Well, I would be remiss not to offer the comfort and the protection that is a decent shield.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
Very well. Train with mine, and if it suits you, see about acquiring you one.
Stefan will nod.
Oracle look over to Haldor and kind of give him another once over.
Have you been to the temple here yet?
How long have I been in Fallowheart?
How long have you been in Valhart?
Oh.
500 years.
I mean, I believe it. Big human boy as he is.
I'll just say that he got there not yesterday in the morning. Yes, so yesterday morning. I have not had the opportunity yet, no.
Very well. I was perhaps under the impression that maybe you as well were sent on a pilgrimage to assist this Father Byron Nordress. Received a missive from him several weeks prior at Imbercairn, where I was stationed previously. I thought perhaps another missive had found its way out, but perhaps just... Well,
No, I am from the village of Mivaten, up in the Grey Spine.
northward then.
Indeed. I have
What
come here
brings-
for
Oh, please continue.
answers. I'm sure you have noticed the storm over the mountains.
Have I noticed the storm over the mountains, Dungeon Master?
Yes. No, wait. Make a roll.
What kind of roll?
Yes. You've noticed the storms over the mountains.
I was gonna say, isn't it just like right over there?
Yeah, it is just like right over there. And
Yeah.
Okay, it's the... Alright. Oracle will nod and say,
Well, I have no knowledge of this, but if perhaps our paths will intertwine, we may be able to assist one another then.
and Revoric will pause and then look back to Stefan, kind of furrow his brow a bit.
Shouldn't you be with your troop?
I was told to go with you.
Oh, very well.
Why did they want you with us?
Indeed. Aren't you a stage hand? Is that not what it is called? Do not get me wrong, you fight valiantly, but I was not under the impression that this was a choice you made.
Troop? Stagehand.
He is a performer.
I'm a stagehand. I think well, to be honest, I believe the troop master wants me to spend as much time with you as I can so that he will be able to discount paying you.
That's not gonna happen.
Don't tell him I told you.
Very well. If he wishes to take such a path, that is, of course, his right. Though the serfs do not look fondly upon those who do not offer proper compensation for risk.
That they do not.
But that being said, so long as you would like to stay with us, you are more than welcome, Stefan. I just did not wish to give you the impression that you had to be here. As you've seen, this is dangerous work.
Yes, but it's also quite fascinating.
That is a word for it, yes. Very well then. What of you, Tommy? You have business in Fallowheart of your own?
Might stop by a hunter's lodge, see if I can find an old friend. Otherwise, no.
Very well. I believe I may have work in the coming days from this Father Byron. The missive he sent did not bode well. Perhaps he was speaking of these cultists, perhaps it was something else. He was not very clear. But if there is work and danger to be found, both seem fairly capable.
While we are here, I also have business of my own elsewhere.
What sort of business?
As I said, I am looking for answers. There's one
Yes.
here that could possibly provide. Another from my village has been here, and I seek to find them.
Very well. Where is the smaller one?
You see, kind of loudly wandering because his armor is too. It looks just a little bit too big on him,
Oh, wee lamb.
and he's got a holy symbol strapped to his belt, and he's got a shield
what's
on
the
his
holy
back.
symbol?
Yeah, what's the...
It's
We're a holy party, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Nah, what's your
better
deity?
represent yourself.
You will be judged.
I need a
based
cheat sheet of deities in this one quick.
Haha, fun fact, there are none. They abandoned you, nerd.
Yep, all the gods are dead. We have archseraphs now.
on this. What's the next best god?
Yes.
Yeah, is there one that doesn't suck ass? Because I think
I mean, there's a lot of them that are pretty dope. What kind of without spoiling it if you don't want to, what kind of vibes do you want your god to give off? Because they got a whole gambit.
it's a really good question.
This
Probably
Yeah.
hating that feeling courage and
You
things.
got
This man.
mercy, you got truth, you got valor, you got.
Probably a lot of mercy.
Yeah,
Considering he's a physician, so his whole life.
All right.
has been-
All right.
Yeah,
have you
I'm
have you
gonna
considered
say
have you
people.
considered Seldweeks the Goreblaze Overlord?
Stop it.
Yeah.
If you want mercy, then you want Miklas, the archseraph of mercy. Their epitaphs are, which is like their fucking other names are the Redeemer, the Saint of Lost Causes,
Wow.
the Plague Breaker, which is dope as shit. That's a great name.
Mhm.
Their domains are healing, easing of suffering, and freedom.
Listen,
All around,
you
pretty
want to
smart
be
guy.
you want to be the saint of lost causes. Let's be real.
It's I mean they're definitely the soft boy. Also, that is Revoric mentioned that Father Byron is also a priest of Meklis.
Yep.
I want to say that suggesting that it's a lost cause is very concerning to hear from the DM.
Just be that saint of the lost cause. It's fine.
There's his info, Frost, if you would like to read it firsthand. Their info, actually, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
doesn't
thank
say,
you very
thing-
She is a her.
Oh, yep, yep,
Oh,
do
yeah.
got female
Okay, cool.
pronouns in there.
Ye.
Awesome. Thank you.
Plaguebreaker is
Gamer.
pretty badass.
It's a good name. I'm stealing that. That's a great name.
That
The
is
Saint of
very
Lost
good.
Causes. I like that.
Look, someone has
Because
to
you
be,
find
right?
the causes
Yeah.
after they're
Exactly.
lost.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely what that.
Definitely.
No, I like that. I like that better than this is gonna be hopelessly doomed. And
Yep. You've also got an archseraph for truth, and temperance, which is another one that might fit you all right. Their epitaphs are the resilient one. They only have the one epitaph, apparently. But their domains are peace, meditation, enlightenment, and endurance.
Hmm.
This man's over here known for a whole last month that he was going to play a cleric, didn't pick a god.
Hey, it was gonna be a druid up until like 2 weeks ago.
Oh shit!
So you
I mean,
man had a
I
cleric
mean,
for 2
hey, that might have been a good choice too, but triple down on the cleric power. Why not?
If you gotta have the trifecta.
I think you're
Nicholas would be good.
I mean,
All right,
y'all
Nicholas.
could have just been worshiping the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit because you would have had the trifecta for sure.
Yep.
Oof.
We're just gonna no. This is a holy party. This was not my intent when I made Revoric, but that is what is happening. I'm converting the sad goth elf and also Adam Sandler. They're both getting converted.
Sorry, Mr.
Shut
Sandler,
the
you're
fuck up,
in.
Eva.
I mean, Azathel was religious, but it was like weird.
Yeah. All right.
It was like Azathel was like your crazy uncle religious.
Yeah.
That's why he tried
My
to kill a
crazy uncle
vampire.
also tried to burn a vampire
Yeah.
and got
Yeah,
slurped like a Capri Sun.
Please, ma'am, I'm just trying to wait for this bus kind of crazy.
Revoric, seeing you return with the armor on and the holy symbol, kind of perk up a bit curiously, looking at the holy symbol, looking back to you, look to the holy symbol again, and give that kind of like slow nod of like, okay, yeah, that checks out.
I tried to give a thumbs up, but he's still holding onto his mace, so it just looks like he's spinning the mace up for no reason. Like, oh, clips it back to his belt.
There's like this vague look of amusement, but also concern on Revoric's face. He regards our twink.
Like it took a moment, I tried to adjust faster than normal. He's kind of like shaking to get it comfortable.
Are you versed in those weapons?
Oh yes, I have been for a few years now.
Very well.
I'm much better with a scalpel, but the mace will precision something all right when it needs to.
Fair enough.
Is that the first time you've worn that armor?
It does appear to be a bit large.
It was the only set of armor I could find when I made my escape.
Oh, there was an escape. Where did we escape from?
Well, it wasn't the nicest journey here, as one might imagine, so, my armor and the fellow's armor that I was with kind of got mixed up in the whole mess, so I hope he's not really upset that his pants probably don't fit him.
I see.
So that armor is not fitted.
Not enough. He's not too much bigger, but it's definitely not fully comfortable, and he's kind of like still rolling his shoulders a bit.
You know what you guys definitely saw on your way over here, though?
Was it a blacksmith or a guy in too tight pants?
Both?
It's a blacksmith in too tight pants.
Yeah.
The weapon's mine, though, at least.
Very well.
Well, one of the first things you should do is get that fitted.
Indeed. Poorly fitted armor in combat is quite dangerous. Do more harm than good.
Oh yes, I found out the first time I tried to wear a helmet and didn't have it on right. Couldn't see anything when I took a blow to the face.
This does not bode my confidence.
It was my training, don't worry.
Come along.
How long? Yeah.
I have a good feeling about this.
As we're walking, Revoric's just like, and how long ago was your training?
About 10 years ago.
Okay. I'll believe that. Tell me, you wear the symbol of Nicholas. Do you happen to know Father Byron?
It's a good question, do I?
What was the question?
Do he know Father Byron?
You've lived here in Fallow Heart.
Yes.
I was like, that.
Oh my god! You guys have had so long!
That probably tells us more than we need to know, but.
Yeah, we'll say I lived here. Yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead and give me a D100. Mm-hmm. So you ask him, does he know the father? And he's like, actually, and that's where we're gonna take our break.
Woo!
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So 5 minutes, everybody. Hang out, relax. We'll be back after everybody has a chance to get up and stretch and figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of this session. Because boy howdy, I got a good feeling about this group.
I
Back
mean,
in 5.
we
Oh, go ahead.
we have a clear plan of what we're gonna do with the rest of the session, sir.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, we got our objectives. We need to go get Twink fixed out.
Yeah. We got to talk to a guy.
You
Yeah,
gotta,
we gotta go
get the Twink fitted. See
Yeah.
how snug he gets.
Well, we gotta go talk to
Another guy.
Haldor's contact. Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 guys we got to talk to. Apparently, we're gonna go to a hunting lodge. Probably gonna be a barbecue.
We gotta go confront the troop master and be like, "Hey, you fucking
Where's
suck."
my fucking money?
Yeah.
There were only 3 of you before. Now there's 5. I'm not paying you shit.
Okay, well, first of all,
That's correct.
they're not involved. You give me my money. Look at me. Look at my guns. Do not
what-
make me flex out of my tunic.
Haldor straight up.
Really?
I have nothing to do with this. I was just told to help.
Real talk.
Yeah. And, oh,
Real talk though. 5 minutes. We'll be back.
yeah. Right.
We gotta step
Okay,
over
bye.
then.
The bard hired extra muscle to get that money.
I should play Bugbears more. Okay, I'm gonna go find food. I'm hungry. I think I ate my lunch too early.
I'm back.
Oh man.
I have food.
Oh my god, this is funny. There's TikTok of a lady like, so people have been asking me lately, how did you get to Europe on $17? Let me tell you my little travel hack. First, number one, you can't be afraid to fuck a pilot. And then that's where it stops.
I mean, I'll do it.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Gonna eat this sandwich now.
I'm back as well, also eating a sandwich.
I have spaghetti.
Sandwich is too hot. I must wait.
Such restrictions.
Yo, guys, why haven't I played a bugbear?
Why haven't you?
I don't know. I just never come up. I don't think.
We could play one.
No. Yeah, that'll do it.
15-foot reach, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. I want to be a bugbear monk.
That brutal punch.
Yeah, just give me some reach on my punch with my fucking Dalsim arms. Because they're like high dex, right?
Yeah, because they're like the goblin rogues.
Yeah.
Plus 2 strength, plus 1 dex.
Yeah, I love me some bugbears. They're so cool too. Like, I don't know, you just don't see them a lot in the meta. You know what? Honestly, probably what it is every time I'm like, oh, maybe I should try a bugbear, I just get like too hyped on goblins, and then I just make a goblin.
I've honestly seen more bugbears than hobgoblins.
I don't like hobgoblins, I'll be honest.
They always seem good on paper, and then you're like, how do I play this? And it's like,
Yeah,
Legion.
yeah, I'm just like, eh. I mean, they're okay, and if you like them, that's great, but like, yeah, they're probably my least favorite goblinoid.
yeah. Those hobgoblins, dude, they're such jerks. Let's all take a moment to realize how much they suck and shit on them before we jump back into the game.
This sandwich, but it's still so hot.
Yeah. What kind of sandwich is it? Inquiring minds must know.
It's just a cheese sandwich.
Making eye contact with the lizard in my room.
It's a hot cheese sandwich.
Why is there a lizard in your room?
Why are you in the lizard's room? Is the real question.
Lizard. What?
He's going. Oh, he's on the ceiling right now.
It's just
He's coming.
It's just
Oh, he's
on your
going.
ceiling.
Yeah. He's trying to be sneaky, but I'm making eye contact with him.
He's just vibing,
is
bro.
is this a lizard that is supposed to be in your house?
No.
And you're just fine with a... Yeah?
I live in Florida. This is normal.
No, I get that you live in Florida and it's actually an alligator, but it still doesn't excuse the question of how did it get in your house and why are you okay with it?
Because Gabe is Gabe.
I saw him earlier when I was moving stuff around my room, and he's been in my room for a few hours now.
Is it a blue-tailed skink?
No, it's just like, it's a baby, whatever it is. And if you stay up there, I'll probably get you down and take you outside.
I like that.
He nodded.
Are you just yelling at a lizard?
He nodded. He literally moved his head.
He's like game recognizes game.
It's true.
Why are you not on your ceiling?
Yeah, why aren't you on your ceiling?
Why are you assuming I'm not?
That's fair.
That's absolutely fair.
Nah, he's cool. We get lizards inside the house all the time. It's because this house is old, and I'm pretty sure there's a whole... Part of it is underground. Like, it's on a hill, right? So, it's on the slope of a hill. So, the back wall of the bottom floor is all like underground, basically. And I'm pretty sure there's a hole somewhere in that wall that it, like, connects up into the lawn, and that's where fuckers like that little guy keep coming in. We also had a snake in the house, and I'm pretty sure it came in that way as well. And the other day, there was a spider that was bigger than my palm. Oh, there he goes again. Alright, he stopped. Every time I call him out.
Anywho, we all back?
No,
No.
I'm not here.
Right. So we pan the camera back in with our new boy Haldor, or sorry, not Haldor, Gren, about to reveal whether or not they know this person, and they're like, yes. As a matter of fact, I may not know who that is, and there is a collective sigh of disbelief at the anticlimactic reveal that they do not in fact know who this person is. And go. Is Frost dead?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. But no, Frost.
Well, that was-
Gren does not know.
I do not know them now.
Well, that's just disappointing.
Well, I suppose today is the day we will find them out. Or who they are.
Indeed.
But that won't happen if we stay here. Let's go.
Yes, let us make haste. We go to there.
You go to there. And so, you make plans to head off for the temple. The temple to the Archseraphs is a... I guess the word multi-faith isn't correct, because they all basically belong to the same, more or less, organization, even if the Seraphs all worship different aspects of goals to achieve within your own life. So there are little shrines dedicated to each of the Seraphs here, but as you all make your way in, oh, excuse me, there was something stuck in my throat there. The priest currently heading the temple is... Did you have a description for the man, or can I make it up?
I don't know what he looks like. I've never met him.
Right! You did have that written on there, so let me make him up real quick. I'm going to use this handy-dandy generator again. Let's see. Human, though, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, human. And...
Human
It was a
male.
ruse.
Yeah, human male, second rank priest of Miklas.
It was a ruse. He was actually a Halford the whole time. Just put down human because it looks better on a survey.
Ah. Yes, I like this description of him. Alright, so you see that there's a single man heading the temple right now, handling the commune duties of anybody coming in. There may be more priests in the back or doing odd jobs around the temple, but he's the one who's in the main foyer area. You end up seeing a man that is might stocky and wears a simple green robe with red stripes complete with hood. His chestnut hair is well kept, and his bushy mustache is tapered upward at the ends. He has gleaming, smiling, violet eyes. That is just what the description gave me, so it's what I'm going with. And they have smiling eyes, by the way. Huh. But yeah, so you see this man.
I will approach this man.
I will follow.
Follow.
And he was a priest of Miklas. Alright, so he beams brightly under this large bushy mustache, and he says, peace be with you, friends. Welcome to the temple. I am happy to make your acquaintances.
As are we. Forgive me, I am a traveler, a disciple of Solima, here, sent here by way of a missive from a Father Byron. Do you know him?
Traveler. Well, I won't hold that against you, friend. And he has his arms out and he wraps you up in a big hug. And he says,
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I happen to be Father Byron. And he's just giving you a big hug. Byron Nordris at your service.
Rourke just kind of like stands there.
Yep,
Whoa.
he's just hugging you.
That's fine. He doesn't fight the hug, but he ain't hugging back. He's just kind of like, oh, okay, we're doing this now. That's fine.
Also,
Just 'cause it does
I
that
love
nonchalant
the
way.
way that they made this generator because he's supposed to just be really happy and bubbly, and then the very last thing it says, motivation, he is racked by social anxiety. And it's like, oh well, that's a detail you probably shouldn't put at the end after all of this other stuff. But maybe he's masking that social anxiety by being aggressively friendly. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
That would.
That's how I got through high school.
Rourke will just kind of clear his throat and wait till the hug is over. He just says,
You received your missive in return. It seemed pertinent that I make my way here. Tell me what matters concerned you. Were fairly vague in your letter.
Well, at the time, didn't really have much I could go on. Just the ominous signs of a blood-red moon that hasn't quite waxed or waned from its blood-red fullness for nearly a fortnight now.
Yes, we have, of course, noticed this. Forgive me, I am Revorik Noraxis. These are my companions.
Happy to make your
Yes, sir,
acquaintance,
Chief Gamers.
Revorik. And he finally releases you from the hug, and then he looks to the others and holds his arms out.
I am Haldor Grimson.
Haldor, pleasure. And he's got his arms around your waist because you're much bigger than he is.
Haldor would have like held a hand out and like put it against his forehead to keep him from hugging him.
He's like, no.
Hold on.
we got boundaries.
Make me an athletics roll, please, sir.
I
You're
will
strong
fight the
boy.
hug.
Yeah, no, I want to see how this goes.
All right.
Technically,
So
he's the one
athletics?
trying to resist the grapple, so you can do
Oh,
athletics
you
or
can do
acrobatics.
athletics or acrobatics. That's true. Well, actually, no. He's not the one resisting the hug. This is Noldor attempting to dodge the arm hold.
All right.
So I'm making the athletics or the acrobatics. But please, go ahead and roll me in athletics to try and stop him. Ooh, that's
Don't
a 20. That's gonna be.
touch me.
It's gonna be good. Oh yeah, because they did not give him good stats. All right, here we go. Actually, it's not even worth it. I can't beat. Actually, no, I can beat it with a nat 20, or match it with a nat 20. Here we go. Aw, that's actually really disappointing. And also, I'm stuck as Grendel.
Why is Kryn rolling?
Oh my god.
Gren hits
Help,
you from
I'm being
behind.
controlled.
Gren hits you from behind.
He's just,
you
he
get the
just
hug
slipped
from
in from behind.
Come on, the
double
sandwich hug.
Sandwich hug.
He
You
just-
gotta. No, he goes in. He goes in for the hug, but he only has a 10 strength. So you put the arm up and you catch him in the forehead, and his arms are like outstretched, desperately trying to reach you for a friendly hug, and instead he just kind of like both hands come up and pat you on the forearm, and he's like, "That's all right, friend. Boundaries are acceptable too."
This is just dark fantasy, Mr. Rogers.
I was more going for a Bob Ross, but yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Oh man, could you imagine dark fantasy Mr. Rogers? Just the story of him being a Vietnam sniper is actually true. That's just was headshotting so many vampires. I just got tired of all the darkness in the world.
Jeez. But yeah, Haldor's gonna hold him like that, and if it seems like he's gonna be chill and go for someone else, I'll move my hand.
He does not, in fact, become any more chill, but he does, in fact, turn and hold out his arms for somebody else.
Okay.
Gren will give him the hug.
And he's just like, that's nice. And he just hugs you.
I'm standing like 5 paces away. I just wave.
Slowly backing up.
I will also hug the priest.
There you go. And he looks over to poor Tarme and he says, Nicholas's love is for everyone. You don't need to be afraid, elf child.
Make a wisdom save. Okay.
You resist the compulsion of the charm he is trying to place on you.
Actually, no, I just uncomfortably hug.
Okay, so Shay has willingly failed the compulsion, so she goes right in for the hug. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yep, but you try to resist the urge to hug? Is that what was going on there?
No, I was trying to resist the desire not to hug.
So while you're mentally combating that decision, you feel arms come around you, and he's already hugging you before you've reached that decision.
He says, there, in the light of our Miklas, wonderful, nothing to be afraid of now. You're far away from those horrible monsters.
There's always reason to be afraid.
That's true. If you weren't afraid, you wouldn't be able to find the courage deep down inside of you.
That's strangely comforting.
Courage is just having the strength to face your fear.
Vork looks both pleased and visibly uncomfortable that this man has said something that Revork literally said like last night.
Yep.
It's just like,
It's almost like clerics all have the same repertoire of things to say to comfort the masses.
yeah. It just like sound cooler when I said it, but alright, soft man, whatever.
It sounded cooler when you said it. It sounded more Mr. Rogers when he said it.
That was probably definitely more comforting too.
Yours was more inspiring, his was more comforting.
Oh, now that the fucking hugging is done, Vork will clear his throat and try and get the man's attention again. Just say,
So, what more information can you give us
Not a whole
about
lot.
this blood moon and about these matters that concerned you?
Not a whole lot, I'm afraid. Just dark portents on the horizon. Those ominous clouds that have been forming over the gray spine came shortly after the blood moons first appeared. Worst of all, creatures in the forest have started getting real ornery. They're saying that a lot more monstrous entities have been coming out of them late. And what's worse, just the other day, we had to repel the attack from some strange dog-like men standing on their hind legs. They were talking
Yes.
about wanting to eat folk, and many of the farmers on the outskirts didn't make it into town in time.
It is unfortunate. The dog creatures, as you mentioned, they are called gnolls, apparently.
Gnolls.
He thinks for a moment and kind of rolls the words over his tongue, and there you go.
He says, oh, that's unfortunate. Worshippers of Seldweeks, then.
Indeed.
I reckon that does make sense, considering what the villagers were saying they were doing out in the farmsteads.
Yes, I imagine if it is anything like what we encountered in the village of Nyx, flayed individuals, cannibalism, things of that nature.
That's correct. I shudder to think about what they went through before they were able to know the peace of death.
Indeed. Well, you of course have my aid, potentially the aid of my companions here. Try and quell this anathema. Do you have any information, any place where we might be able to begin? I am unfortunately not local to this area. Know very little of this place, and even less of these creatures.
At the moment, I don't have much for you here in Falahard, since we were able to repel the invasion of the Gnolls as they tried to get inside. We know that they headed south. Might be able to coordinate with the mayor and more of the mercenary types that come through this area to start figuring out where they're holed up and stop them before they do any more damage along the countryside.
Indeed. Tell me, Father, I am curious. Within this village, is there a representative for the Inquisition, or anyone else in an official capacity of the Seraph faith?
Ooh, that percentage was not high. He shakes his head and he says, not really. Kind of work on a rotating capacity here in Falahard. The clergyman ranked above myself had headed for Grabenstein not too long ago up in the Grey Spine. Have not heard word back from the village up there, but we are able to travel between the mountain passes of Barak and Ostaya as we please, being members of the faith and not truly affiliated with either empire.
I see. That is most unfortunate. Tell me, out of curiosity, where would you say the nearest temple or monastery of note might be to the Seraphs?
Well, Malkovia's a ways away. Probably could, you wished risking the mountains, you could make your way for Grabenstein.
Very well. I have no plans to attempt to leave anytime soon, not until the work is done. But should things be dire, I just felt it would be pertinent to know of a potential safe haven. Thank you, Father.
Of course, of course. I'd recommend looking around town, seeing if you could help anybody in what they might be needing to recover from this attack.
Of course.
I know the mayor's always looking for folk who might be able to, and occasionally there's work posted up in the tavern, too.
Yes, that is very much on our list of things to accomplish. That being said, I did wish to speak with you. Do you have a room here at the temple for us?
The Seraphs always provide for the faithful. Of course we do.
You have my thanks, then. Or, the day is still young, and I believe my companions here have things they also wish to attend to. I'm sure we will speak again come this evening.
Yes, I look forward to having a more relaxed and intellectually stimulating conversation with you.
Indeed. Thank you for your time, Father.
Y'all come back now here.
Vork will turn around and look at the homies.
Haldor is literally already at the door.
Truly a man of faith, this Haldor.
I look around wondering where Haldor went before turning around and like...
Well, he's not like walking out the door, he's just like standing next to the door looking at everyone else.
1 foot already out.
Well, right then. I believe some of you also had contacts in the city or the village you wish to speak to.
I did, yes. And we need to get the little one's armor fitted.
I can
Indeed.
take care of that while everyone else is doing their own thing.
Fair
I should
enough.
probably meet with Master Sandlin.
Very well. Well then, what if, Stefan, what if you take this newcomer here, Grin, drop off his armor if there is a blacksmith who is able to fit it, then he can assist you with speaking with your delightful, master.
Stefan nods.
Did we not also need to go to, what is your name again? And I'll look at, Tarme.
Tarme.
Your lodge.
It's hidden in the woods, but if it's as dangerous out there as we've seen, I imagine my contact might have come here. I don't know.
Fair enough. Well, we can spend some time at the tavern, perhaps ask around for this individual. If we do not find them here, I'm sure in a few days' time we would be able to make the trek to this hunting lodge.
His name is Turak Belhain.
Very well.
He's a forester.
Rourke will just kind of give a nod. Is he human, elf?
Dwarven.
And he's dwarven. Very well. I assume you've met this man before?
I nod.
Alright. Then we'll keep an eye out for him. If you spot him, excellent. If not, one way or the other we will find him.
I hope so. I know the way to the lodge if we do go out.
Yes. Well, we will reserve that your last resort, then. You are wise to think it is dangerous. Haldor, you mentioned someone of your village, perhaps being in Fallowheart?
Indeed. My sister.
Well, then I suppose we will follow your lead, then. Unless, of course, you do not wish us to accompany.
I do not mind.
Right. Revork will pause, look to Stefan, give him a nod, place a large clawed hand on his shoulder. Have faith, Stefan. Things will turn out.
Stefan nods. I will.
Okay. I guess we head outside then.
Okay, and you step out into moderately busy streets of the small town. Where do you go from here?
I wasn't told a specific place that I specified. So yeah, I guess we just head toward the tavern if we can find one nearby. How it's a town, Fallowheart is. How in I don't know Nyx, but on an OOC level, in comparison to Nyx, how like large is it?
It's large enough to fit about 2,000 people.
Oh,
Okay, so not huge.
No, just, a respectable sized town.
It's big. It's big enough to have 2,000 people and stone walls built. So it's big, but not.
I'm
Not
sure a
enough
lot of
to
people
count
like to
as a
live on the
city.
outlying farms, though.
Mm-hmm.
then I guess we'll just start looking around, or at least Haldor's going to start looking around for the nearest tavern.
Mm-hmm.
I'd recommend
Johnny.
getting that armor fitted first. It's probably going to take a while.
He's
Yes, that's
Yes.
what I'm going to do.
Revork just kind of points to Stefan and grin
Hi.
as they walk the other direction.
Oh, alright.
Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and
Uh,
split the party up, starting with our two quiet boys, Gren and Stefan.
I did this deliberately. Suck it, nerds!
So do I see any smoke on the buildings that would represent a blacksmith?
You recall passing one on the way here.
I do recall that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so you retrace your steps back to the blacksmith that was described as the banded grindstone. And you see that there is a human man busy working the forge. Actually, the banded grindstone is located in the middle of the slums. The street outside is unusually full of carriages, and is watched by a squad of the town guard. What a weird description. The blacksmith is a plaster cabin with several shuttered windows and... Oh, great job, generator. So it literally says, with several shuttered windows and shuttered windows.
Blacksmith is entirely windows.
He's a window maker.
It's a Minecraft house.
Yeah. Oh.
There is
And
no house, only window.
It's not the windows that are the windows of the building that are shuttered. It's just metal windows that have been crafted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He just makes fine metal windows. The building itself contains a large bookshelf filled with books and a forge in the shape of a dragon's mouth. Yeah, let that awesomeness sink in, huh?
That is an impressive forge.
No. The man working the forge seems to be in fine health. Going off this awesome description again, he is well nourished. You can see that just from a glance, and is wearing a long black dusty apron. Oh my god, why would he be wearing that? The apron is, I'm changing stuff because it doesn't make sense. The apron is riddled with cuts and holes. He has amber eyes that show the wear and tear of someone lonely with a great burden to carry. Why would you need that as a description?
Clearly, you're going to get a quest from him at some point.
You know? But it's like, they're like, here, let's give this description of a blacksmith. He wears a long black cloak and a feathered hat. It's like,
You don't wear that while working the forge.
yeah, and just all
You
this
do if
flammable
you're
material.
really good.
All this flammable material for the forge.
It just shows you how good he is, and he's never once caught fire.
His motivation, he loathes his own lifestyle. Well, I mean, he's well nourished, so what is wrong with the lifestyle he's leading?
That's why he's so well nourished. He has to eat the pain away.
Oh no. But the man is busy working the forge. He seems to be doing some repairs to a sword that has some chipping in it. He's just, putting it in the fire, getting it nice and warmed up, and then he's hammering away the dents and cracking that had been made. Looks like it might have been used in the recent battle. But he looks up at you, and his sad eyes glisten as the wind sweeps by and blows some of his hair, and he says, "Hello, friends," because apparently I have to give him a breathy voice. Hail and well met.
Grin, just a little friendly wave, armor from out, just kind of wiggling loose on his hand.
Hello there.
Gren, I see you've finally decided to take out that armor. You didn't put it to good use during the last battle.
Well, I had the other one, but me and the other guy kind of swapped in trying to get out of there really fast, so I need this one fitted.
Ah, yes, I remember your friend. He rode into battle with great courage. He died, though.
He looks longingly into the distance.
Oh no. I
Were
didn't
you
get
too
to see
close?
what happened.
The
We've known
armor.
each other for a
The
while.
armor, I'm afraid. It was too small, and he wasn't able to properly strap it on one side.
Oh no.
The gnolls, they got him, and he was ripped to shreds.
Shreds, you say?
Well, I was just gonna, have a fun little conversation, ask you about the arm, but now I feel terrible.
Well, if he had had his armor, I'm sure he would have been fine.
So could you fit this one on me?
Yeah, that's only going to cost you 5 silver.
Alright, great. And it's gonna start the pieces just fall right off of him when he undoes the straps and things, because they're so barely held on.
Remember when this was a scary game, guys?
Yes.
I was literally
Look.
just talking to Gabe about that.
I did not.
God damn
Look,
it! I'm just sitting here like.
I did not make him do that voice.
You did not. It was this awful generator.
Enjoy your 2 minutes of comedic relief before somebody's skin gets peeled off.
That's
next
true.
combat
That's true.
section.
The best kind of horror has some comedy mixed in. It's got to alleviate all the doom and gloom. If it was just all doom and gloom, people wouldn't want to play.
Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, great.
That wasn't a scary movie, but yeah, it was still good.
Wink.
A wink.
It was to those college kids.
That's true.
They'll take the armor off piece by piece and just kind of set it down on the counter. And then take it as 5 silver out and drop it down.
Yeah, so 5 silver, it gets the armor fitted. He tells you it's going to take the rest of the day to get it situated, and you should come back tomorrow for it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I think Sandlin should be at the inn.
And he looks at Stefan and he says, "Wait, just a moment.
Yes.
If you happen to ever come across the means of bringing the dead back to life, let me know."
Okay. Yes, I will.
Imagine, he's literally talking to a cleric, but instead, he looks to the fucking burly bard kid and it's like, yo, if you ever learn how to res a fool, you let me know, alright?
Basically. Listen, he already blamed poor Gren for his dead friend. He's not going to trust him to bring a dead body back to life.
Well,
Hey, when you figure out the power of the gods, you come back, okay?
yeah, you come back sometime,
you
man.
you happen to figure out how to restore, injuries or cure diseases. You come back and say so. I see you got the little divine spark in you being a bard.
Maybe I'll give you a little bit of a discount,
Maybe you get 1 extra gold.
Just like 5 silver off, that's all I can do, but,
I'm so ashamed of my lifestyle. I give discounts to everyone for bringing the dead back.
Unfortunately, I can't just yet.
But should you find a way, remember me.
Yes, I will.
I'm sure I won't forget you.
I'm going to slowly step out of the blacksmith.
As you're walking away, who was that guy?
I mean, you didn't ask his name, so
He's the blacksmith
he is
in Villard. That's all I need to know.
What's the name of his blacksmithy?
I don't know, but it had a wicked dragon in it.
You son of a bitch, you were told 3 times. Get out.
The banded grindstone.
There you go. Take an inspiration, Frost.
Yay! Look, I have a giant notepad full right now of possibly horribly misspelled things because I don't know any. I put fourth wind meatloaf, wheat flow, question mark.
Meat throw. So, would you like to come with me back to the inn, or
Wow, that is
go your own way?
straightforward.
I'll follow you. I'm good. Now I have to wait till tomorrow anyway, so.
It's true. So is everybody reconvening at the inn then?
Nah, fool, we gotta go talk to this dude's sister.
Ah, right.
Well, we were looking for her in the tavern, though.
Oh, were we? Is that where we were going?
I mean, that's where I...
That's what I thought, and then you said that, and so I was like, ah, shit,
Oh.
I gotta improvise
My
here.
bad.
No, it's cool.
My bad.
It's cool. I wanted to make sure I didn't misinterpret.
That's where I figure she'd be.
Did
Because-
said sister have a name?
You know, my sis.
I sent it to you.
You did? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure, because, like, there are people with no information written on their things, so I'm just doubling back.
So, I can put this. I can put it in my bio.
Nah, you good. I got it here.
I didn't know you utilized the bio.
There are people who have it filled out and just jumping between stuff.
Fair enough.
In my bio, I've got like the stuff talking about who Imperius is and stuff like that.
Oh wait, nope. That was your old character. Here we go.
Rip.
I was like, she's a scout for those people who got your last character killed. That's awesome. And I was like, wait, no, that's wrong. I was like, how does he also know Sergey? That's weird. All right.
So strange, man.
All right. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Okay. So this is gonna be an Armstrong situation. Even though she's your twin, she's just gonna be like, it's like, it's my sister, and like you see him and he's all big and buff, and then you just see her and she's an absolute unit of an individual as well, but she just beats the shit out of him. That's what's gonna happen here. But she's also like 2 feet smaller than him for some reason.
She was born like 3 minutes before me.
Yep. You got all of the girth for being 3 minutes older. So you guys head to the inn, hoping to find signs of said sister. This is Catherine's Inn. The owner, Catherine Northcott, is the one who introduces you all once you enter, and the inn is located in a residential area known for its rowdy residents. The street outside is adjacent to a large home. The tavern is a brick 2-story building with a red tile roof and shiny hardwood floors. It contains a number of small braziers and tightly packed tables and chairs. Yeah. Currently, there are 4 other people that are sitting up at the bar, and Catherine herself comes up and says hi. And Catherine is a woman who stands a little under 4'7" and is a bit bulky. She is very muscular, particularly in the legs, thank you description. She wears a brown collared shirt and gray skirt. She accessorizes with a black scarf around the waist and a bandolier diagonally across her shirt. Wow, why would a barmaid need that?
For when
For all the whiskey
patrons get
bottles.
rowdy.
Yeah, she keeps all the whiskey bottles in her bandolier. She has no hair, including eyebrows. Her gray eyes dart around the room, hyperactively observing anyone and anything.
Is she a human?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
She's a human under 4 feet tall.
Yeah,
But
she's
jacked.
4'7". She
All right.
did not skip leg day. Is a bit bulky. Has no hair, including eyebrows. They really needed to specify that with no hair. But she also has darting gray eyes.
Why did the description specify that she could crush watermelons with her thigh?
Yeah, Revoric,
Basically.
yeah.
She probably does.
Revoric looks at the pear-shaped crackhead of an inlord, and then just kind of slowly turns and looks to his companion instead. Just kind of takes a half step back.
Haldor's like, huh.
I like that this was legitimately a good NPC generator when I started. I was like, that's a fun gnome description. And then just like the next 2 NPCs, it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it really just rolled the wheel there, huh?
I got Edgelord Smith and now Crackhead Innkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Revoric just kind of places a clawed hand at the small of Haldor's back and just slowly pushes him forward.
Yeah, Haldor's gonna.
I was expecting you to say you just palmed the basketball of her head with your claw hand.
Just right on there. Just pick her up and fucking fling her around like a chew toy.
Yeah.
Haldor-
Apparently she's a monk, so that might explain something.
Okay.
Not sure why an innkeeper's a monk. But, yeah, so you push
Why
Haldor
not?
first.
Yeah,
They're drunk monks, Ren.
Mm-hmm.
I take a step ahead and I
briefly reach a hand up to scratch at my own bald head, as if I was reconsidering something. Then I shake the thought away.
He's just like, is that what I look like?
Hello. Is a woman named Hildir been here recently?
You're gonna have to forgive me for this.
What are you about?
Hildir. Yes. A woman looking much like you had come through. She introduced herself as Hildir. Grim Dotir. Fucking rapper.
The fuck is
It says she's a slow speaker.
Alright, sure. Gabe, you're never allowed to complain about my weird innkeepers ever again.
I agree.
I don't complain. They're just all gnomes. That's
What
all
are
I
you
say.
Gnomes make the best innkeepers.
I hear you, Rex.
You're just gonna say that right here in front of everybody?
Literally, the last two innkeepers you talked to were human. But whatever. Okay, please continue, Rin.
They were just.
I will.
They were very small, gnomish-like human innkeepers. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, Ark throwing more money at me. All right, thank you for the
Yes,
biddies.
because I am a kind friend.
You are. He just wants those rewards.
Here,
It's fine.
make her talk normal.
Also, I want to see all the bits I donated earlier fly.
Yeah.
Maybe if I donk her in the side of the head, it'll speed up the speech pattern.
You hold down the fast forward. She continues and she said something about heading to Burrowfell Mines, investigating strange activity there.
That sounds like her. Burrowfell Mines, you said.
To the south.
To the south. Alright.
Which
Anything
is-
else? Did she go with anyone?
As far as I know, she went with 2 others. And then she kind of holds out a hand.
I give her a nice crisp low 5. What can you?
A very low 5. She's 4'7".
Yeah, Revork's like almost 8 feet tall. He's just like, what up? What sort of mine is this? Silver, stone, copper?
Shit, you're gonna make me roll on the random mine generator now?
Motherfucker, just make one up! You don't need a generator for everything, Rin. You have an addiction.
Alright, Rin, generate a sassy response to me.
Yeah, hold on, pull up my sassy
Hold up, let me get
response
to the
generator.
snappy response generator.
Roll the real fucking.
Oh my
god! It is a copper uranium mine.
No, you know what?
Plutonium.
You know what? Fuck you, Kiva. You want to know what it is? It's a fucking electrum mine. That's not even how you make an electrum, but it is.
There's
now.
not even electrum in this setting. All right, fair enough.
Just
It's a
created electrum.
Actually,
You just-
electrum's a real thing, but
Hmm.
yeah, no. It's a iron mine.
An iron mine. Okay.
Iron.
Revork will nod and then take out 2 silver pieces, then place them in her tiny hand.
And she kind of looks at the silver and, would you be planning to stay for dinner? I have an assortment of fine foods on the menu.
Revork will glance over his shoulder at the rest of the homies.
You can't criticize me about this not being a serious campaign while calling them boys and homies all game.
Motherfucker, you did this, alright?
I know I did. It's the sleepy deliriums. Leave me
That's
alone.
fine. Yeah, but Revoric will look at the others, just, gauge their interest. Like, could we eat? We could eat. We hungry? You want to
Just-
do? Want to splurge on some fries?
Just remember, towns are the point of light and brevity of the darkness of wilderness.
Fair enough.
When you mentioned fries, oh dang, this isn't the one that had the fries. One of the taverns I generated actually had fries on their menu. So I was like, he called for fries.
You got a fucking fryer in the back?
Yeah, his name is Theodore.
Yeah. I got you. She says, our specials are bacon steamed buns with roasted apple and a coffee, eggs and ham, steamed buns with a tankard of beer, or a pheasant sandwich with caramelized onion and a glass of brandy.
Those sound quite good.
I'm a
Are the rest of you
skilled
hungry?
cook.
I could eat.
Very well then. Perhaps we will reconvene and try and figure out what our next steps should be over a meal.
Miss Northcott, was it?
Yes.
Do you know if one Turok Valheim is here? Was here?
She scratches under her chin and has her other hand outstretched. I might be able to remember.
You take out.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, real quick. As she outstretches her hand, do I get the impression that she might actually know something, or is she just fishing for more money?
Would you like to insight her?
I would.
All right. Oh shit! Hold on. Let me see what we got here. Oh, delightful. Okay, let me roll. I'm not sure how you would be inciting off of his thought brain, but yep. With a -2, that comes to a 7. Reverick, she is definitely fishing for more money.
So I don't get the impression that that name rings any bells for her.
Oh, that's hard to tell, but it's
Fair enough.
It's very obvious she is fishing for more money, whether she knows or not.
Oh yeah, I mean, okay.
Sorry, that was what I thought you were asking.
Yeah, no, sorry, I meant like if she was just fishing for money just to get it, to be like, nah, dumbass, and then walk off.
No, gotcha.
Or...
No, usually, to give a better answer for this, then usually when people do that, where they're like, I might be able to remember, usually they know something, but they're just looking to get more money off of you.
Okay.
I'll take out 2 silver, same as Raverick, and hold them out. Don't give them to her yet, but I hold them out.
She narrows an eye at you real quick, and you would think that there's some kind of expression behind it, but she has no eyebrows, so she can't properly emote.
I set one of the coins in her hand, and then I keep the other until she tells me.
And that squinted eye relaxes a bit, and she says, I thought I saw a bug. Never mind. Okay. A dwarf came by, said it was not safe in the forest. Attractive for a dwarf. Liked to wear silks and has silver hair. Liked to gallivant in the forest.
Did you hear that?
He's here. Also, this is a delightful dwarf description that I will not use, but I'm going to post it for you guys because it is just amazing.
I'll hand over the second coin. Appreciate it.
Of course. I want to play this dwarf.
He's already lounging around seductively.
Exactly.
Hazel eyes are desperate and heavily dilated. He's also high out of his mind.
He's also high. He's the one who's actually high out of his mind.
The next sentence is he has the appearance of someone under the heavy influence of drugs.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is the actual one coked out of his mind.
And he's
Like
just
the barkeeper
horny.
is just weird, but this guy is blazed. Does not believe weakness is a thing to be tolerated, but is a drug addict. I like it.
He uses money and sex appeal to get what he needs.
Yeah, and he's basically Varric from Dragon Age. It's fine.
He is. I love it. Needs a crossbow.
He's
Yeah.
also rich.
So was Varric, writing saucy romance novels.
Oh, right, he did do that.
So, she tells you that your companion is here and upstairs.
Well, that makes him easier to find.
Yes, one of the 10 rooms upstairs. And she holds her hand out again.
Give her a third coin.
Fifth door on the left. Oh, damn it, Ark. Why you gotta put so many good options in here?
I know.
That doesn't help at all. So, you all have some information. Her contact is upstairs. You know that the sister has gone to the south. Some of you have plans to sleep at the temple tonight. Where will we go from here?
If the one you are wanting to talk to is just upstairs, why not go ahead and take care of that?
Do I have to go alone?
No.
Do you want to?
Yes, if you would like us to be there, we can.
That was more a joke, but
Oh,
that's up to you. I'm gonna go talk to him. Eat or join.
I'll come with you.
all right. And I'll come too.
I'll head upstairs.
Alrighty.
Fifth door on the left.
Oh, I do also think it's worth noting that Haldor is of a comparable size to Raverick.
Yeah, what's your strength score though?
Not as obscenely high as yours is.
You're supposed
Weakling.
to be a big boy.
It's +3.
Weakly.
Bitch, you know you got really high on that roll.
Yeah, I got stupid. It's dumb.
Mine is fine for level 2.
Yes,
I am
it's,
average.
it's
Listen.
perfectly adequate.
Listen,
Okay.
yours has the potential to get better, and he's peaked early. It's
It's
fine.
true. Yeah, I don't get better.
Azathel was the one with the good stats, not Haldor.
Listen, just howl the door, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I just got it.
Yeah. All right, so this is about the time that Stefan and Grendel come back, because I want to have everybody involved in this sort of thing now. So, do you pass along the information, have them go up with you?
Sure, if they wanna.
Did anybody order food, by the way? I went through all that time telling you about delicious stuff.
I mean, yeah, I ordered food.
What'd you order?
Uh-huh.
What'd you order? Let's go, gamer.
The first one.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
I'll do the second one with the pheasant and the
Yeah, That's the third one.
That was the third one. Remove
I'll
an
do the third
inspiration.
Give me the bacon bun.
Okay. Bacon steamed bun. Pheasant sandwich. Anybody else?
I'll have a sandwich.
So the pheasant sandwich.
Sandwich too.
3 pheasant sandwiches, 1 steamed bun. Raverick does seem like a coffee sort of guy.
I mean, all the other stuff is booze, and let's not get the fucking Dragonborn zealot drunk.
I mean, does it like?
I mean,
do we have-
definitely get him drunk.
Do we have to have booze with it, or is it like a set thing, or can it just be like, hey, cook it like?
They said it came with booze.
Yeah.
All right.
It's true. I mean, you could substitute out, but that becomes a whole complicated thing, having to split electrums to cover the difference.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's how
Fine.
they get you to settle. They're like, I'll have to make change for this electrum, and you know how hard that is.
And then all the waiters just give you like that look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I get the sweet potato fries instead of the regular fries? It's like, oh, this guy.
Oh, this customer.
For the record, sweet potato fries are fucking amazing, but
They're phenomenal.
They're also lower in carbs.
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan didn't order any food. Stefan, what are you eating?
He said, "Be right back."
God damn it.
He
I
ordered
will-
the number 2.
He ordered
I will order. Yeah, I was gonna say we'll order for Stefan.
order for Stefan. Stefan's
One of everything.
Oh, looks like we lost
He
the
would-
connection there for a moment.
He would
We
like
get him a
the
kid's meal.
Yeah, high five everybody.
Yeah.
We lost our
Does-
connection. Damn it.
Damn
It's
it!
like, it's like, does it come with a sippy cup? Because that's what we need to get in.
Yeah, I do. Alright. So, you guys make your way upstairs, 5th door on the right. Definitely wasn't misled for any reason, but you knock on the door, and I'm not going to generate this dwarf because apparently my voices are too silly for y'all. And so he just says, "Aye, hold your horses, I'm coming." And there's some ruffling, shuffling, the sound of a bar being slid back, and the door slowly opens, and you see a dwarven man, eye patch over the left eye, a trio of claw scars that go down that missing eye. He has salt and pepper, gray beard that tapers off into 2 braids that split the beard at the chin. No mustache to go with it. It's just kind of like the Abe Lincoln where it goes down and around, but his grows out into these 2 braids. He's got a wide nose, and his good eye is a deep cloudy gray, but Tarme, you recognize this as your mentor. And he looks up and he says, "Bad time you got here.
Ran into a bit of,
No trouble, I imagine.
you got it.
Had to retreat from the lodge as well. Left a trail of game for them to be distracted by as I tried to get out.
Clever.
Well, their appetite is voracious. Did not slow them one bit. Presence of these dark forces are running rampant on the outlying countryside. Was gearing up to head south to deal with a growing force of monstrosities making their way towards the mines.
Is this about the letter?
Aye.
Do you know what it is exactly?
Nothing too worrisome. Rumors on the winds. Folk saying bears have been growing larger by the day. Coming feral, enjoying the taste of man flesh. And he kind of eyes Gren when he says that. Because you're the only human that he can see. Taldor's way in the back because he's so tall.
I kind of glance over to back to Haldor, and then back to Torah. You mentioned south, toward the mines.
Aye, Burrowfell Mines.
One of my companions, someone here has a family heading in that direction too.
Best we be finding them before the beasts do.
When were you planning on leaving?
Soon as ye arrived.
How far away are these mines?
Quite far.
A few days' journey.
Approximately 14.2 feet according to level 20.
It's right down the hall.
I don't. I gotta pull up the PDF and make sure.
It's
There
cool,
was
guys.
No, like, was there a measurement scale on that?
I don't believe so. No,
Okay.
not that I saw.
Then I'll make it up. It's about a half-stage journey. Yeah, because that checks out. If you measure into Nyx, it's about the same.
All right.
Yeah, but you're traveling through forest.
Might slow you down. Might be that you have a good guide with you to get you through. And he kind of looks at Tarme again.
Are there roads through this forest to this mine? I imagine so.
Of course, wouldn't be good for extracting the ore from there if they had to track it by hand.
Well, potentially barter for one of those carriages, wagons. Try and make sure we make decent time, especially if we're trying to catch up with other individuals.
Aye. Well, we'll make for it at first light then. You all should take this time to get settled in and prepared for the journey.
Noted. Torah?
Hey,
Hey,
this is what dwarf guys seem like is on the level.
you wanna give them an insight?
You know I do.
He
17.
seems on the level.
Okay.
Which level, you're not sure, but he's on it.
Is that a short joke? You making fun? Sorry.
I mean,
There's
on
literally a whole dwarf between the top of his head and the top of my head.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
ain't on our level.
On a scale of 1 to 20, his level is about 4.
Okay. Got it. Checks out, makes sense.
Yeah, so I guess technically that put him 2 levels above you. Oh, he's not on the level at all. Alright.
I'm glad to see you're alright.
I glad to hear you made it past Nyx.
It was a sight.
To beholder. And
We
he
only found
finger
2
crossbows
survivors.
at you. Oh, this is serious. The beasties that been coming through this way don't play around. They're hungry and they're evil.
Get the nod. Alright. We'll get everything together. First light.
First light. And with the plans to set out. At dawn, you attack. We'll wrap up here.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Woo! Yeah. Gotta slip some comedy in before I throw the horrors of the forest back at you.
Oh God.
Also, completely missed that wonderful joke I slipped in.
The horrors.
I slipped a dad joke in there and nobody groaned.
What was it?
She said the attack on Nyx was a sight to behold, and he was like, "Aye, a sight to beholder," and he finger crossbowed.
Oh.
But then she immediately followed up with only 2 survivors, and he was like, "Ooh, probably not a good time for a joke."
Oh, I didn't hear because I was talking and I had both.
No,
sides
it's
of my
fine.
head.
It was perfectly paced, where it was like he started to make a joke, and you were like, "Everyone died." He's like, "Ooh, probably not."
Yeah, did you hear the one that, ooh, you know what, never mind, I'll tuck that away till
Oh
later.
no, probably shouldn't say that now. Yikes, big
Probably too
moves.
soon. Give it a week.
Yeah, give it a week. After a week, everything becomes comedy. All right.
Too soon there, lads.
Too soon, boyo. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching our not serious episode of Blood Moon Rising. We're getting back into it after a month of not being here. Don't worry, spooks to come next time, because guys are going towards the mines. Nothing bad ever happens in mines, especially when dwarves are involved. Ha 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 ha. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
No.